back to the channel. This video is documenting our trip to the Lodge factory store in Tennessee and our haul that we got when we went there. So earlier this spring, my kids and I had an opportunity to do a road trip down to Tennessee for a Homesteaders of America event. We had a really great time. On our way home, we ended up stopping in Sevierville, Tennessee at the Lodge factory store, and we looked around, and this is the video of us shopping, and then I'll tell you what we ended up with.
So we arrived at the Lodge store. It's actually pretty small when you think about it, but it has pretty much anything that you could think of in cast iron, all of the different sizes of Dutch ovens and frying pans, but it also has all kinds of other cast iron accessories, griddles, just all kinds of different kinds of pans. My son was just commenting on how strong the shelves must be in order to hold up all of this cast iron. We have to voice over because there's some pretty loud music playing in the background. My son found a guitar-shaped cast iron there in the background. He's dancing. I was looking at that grill pan. I thought that was really cool. At this point, I got excited because I found the bins of factory seconds. You can see that 12-inch skillet was $15. All of these have some slight imperfections. There's a line there on the bottom of that one. My daughter is pointing out in this little cauldron, um, some slight imperfections. These are just, sometimes pitted or has some rough spots or some different lines that are set into the cast iron. So I thought those bins were all of the seconds, and then we found shelves and shelves of seconds. So these all have just, there's a little bit of something wrong. And we knew they were here. We had watched a factory tour of how cast iron is made, and we knew that they sold them, but you can see they have just everything that you can imagine. We're picking up a few things already. So here there's like pizza pans, baking trays, pie pans, all kinds of different things, different sizes of baking trays, shallow skillets, deep skillets. Just really cool.
We ended up spending just under $100 on 6 pieces, and all of the pieces that I got are factory seconds. So Lodge makes their cast iron in Tennessee. It's made in the US, and they're very picky about the product that comes out at the end. And so they have people who sort through and pick all of the things that are imperfect, all of the items that are imperfect out, and those don't go to sale at the regular retail stores. Those go for sale at the factory store. And so you could see from the video that there were lots of different second options, and I thought that they were really very reasonable, and so I ended up picking up 6 different pieces. So the first one I got is just this lid and this pot. They're sold separately. This was about $16. This was about $7. And honestly, I've used it a few times. It's very hard to see the imperfections in these pieces. There's like a little roughness on the lid there, you can see, but honestly, it's amazingly perfectly good for use. Same with this little Dutch oven. Sometimes we'll make like a mini loaf of bread. It's a little bit rough, like almost a little bit pitted in the inside. And you can see here along the side, it's a little bit pitted. But it's still gonna last a lifetime for $16. So went ahead and got that. This one I'm really looking forward to in the future. It's a 15-inch griddle. You could also use it like as a baking dish, I suppose. This one was just under $18. You can see some light scratches on the bottom and some very light like dent, sort of, I guess. But again, not gonna hurt anything. Just one or two little imperfections, and $17.91. Pretty cool. Also, we just wanted to get a nice big fry pan. This is $22.21. And you know, I'm like trying to pick out the imperfections. I tried to pick the ones that I, you know, were very least noticeable while we were at the store. But honestly, it's very minimal. So there's a couple of little pitting marks right here, but it's very minor. The inside is very nice. So we haven't ended up using this yet. We have a glass top stove, and I think we could use this because there really isn't a lip, but we don't want to scratch it up because we're probably going to end up moving at some point in the future, and so we're not going to wreck our glass top stove, but we will end up using it when we have gas. This is my favorite piece that we got. It was $32.48. It is a cast iron stir fry pan, or in other words, it's a wok. We went camping in Virginia right after we visited the store, and we ended up using it to boil water and also to cook in over the campfire. So that was really fun, and I thought it was pretty versatile and useful for that purpose. Here's the back. Very cool. And honestly, not a whole lot of issue. It's a little bit rough right here. I don't even know if you can even see it. Tiny bit uneven in the middle, like a little rougher than maybe the smooth cast iron. Like this fry pan is a lot more smooth, but honestly, like, still gonna last forever. If you're ever in Tennessee, they have 3 factory stores in Tennessee. I think you can also do a factory tour. I'm not sure about that, but we ended up going to the Sevierville location, so that's the location you see on video. And I believe that they just opened up a factory store in Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you geek out about cast iron and self-sustainability, please feel free to follow my channel, and I hope that was informative and just interesting to watch. See you next time.